EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bombers.
Here's Nix to throw right away. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Testing. Over second. Ready. 180.
To throw is Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. 19 right. 18 right. 18 ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Here we go. Cougar 19, 70 range.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. 1st down.
Rams.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
19, 18. Come 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again, it's Harvey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Broncos at 4-7 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Panther 11.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Cougar 19. Warriors 70. Go.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Top 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And the Rams first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Hurt. 70 Warriors, 70. 65 catch.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
On the ready.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Chop 60, chop 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Throwing Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he returns this to the 22.
Ready, set.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the extra point.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Ready, ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
60 Bison.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and 2.
60 Eagles. 60.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The final shot before break. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The 20, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive.
And he stopped immediately there.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That's complete to Pierce.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
To throw, here's Nix.
And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
set. Ready.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. And he is caught.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
At the 2-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready.
Harvey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Broncos. Jalen Hyatt with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Dragon 60.
They're going to look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Cowboy 80. Hey, Crash. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Trap 50. Trap 60. 18 Pioneer. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
70 Timberwolves. 70
First and
Lions.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Bronco 80. Viking 18. Sixty Bison. 60 Bison. Panther 11. Panther 11. Steady.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Let's go. Cook 79. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And the Rams first down.
Get it. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Stepping in. Cup 19. Cup. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal, Rams.
Mustang 19. Street. Street. Dragon 60. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Tag. Panther 6.
Here's a quick throw right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Next to the air. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 tight. 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
19 Tiger, 60 Bobcat, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 18 Pioneer, Buffalo 18. Steady.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
Viking 18. Dragon 60. 19 Lion. Warrior 70.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Broncos. Here we go. Set. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Let go.
Now back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19.
60 Panther 60, Panther 60, Trap 60, Trap 60. Seven Pirates, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 19 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. A beautiful spin and room to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Up the middle. It's Hill. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Again, they run with Hill. His carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line, as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Rams, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.